one little roll on the sushi bar that slid past that I wanted to grab for my own plate here was
That is
just
a wait, that's a crazy phrase.
thanks.
What? Why was that the first like metaphor or analogy that came to your mind?
That's when I'm like sitting here for, at this point it's like 20 minutes. I was just listening to you guys talk. Like I
Yeah.
just, I see that they're just like different like parts going by. I
Sushi
don't
rolls going by. It's like the Drake and Josh conveyor belt.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
I'm trying not to. I just wrote it down. Trying not to like let myself get absorbed into that, and not listen to the rest of it. But
For sure, for sure. Well, go for it.
it it's my way of like steering the conversation without steering the conversation. But right away, Swat, you started with this couple that takes they throw everything that they can fit into a van
Hmm.
in a van and they drive around. They can either do it to change their relationship with the material world and see it from a
Right.
different perspective, or they can do it to denounce their material possessions, which is not really the healthy way to do it. And I really like that way of phrasing it, just saying changing your relationship with it. This has always been the way that I think about like dieting.
Mm,
Hmm.
Like
yeah.
just in general, when I hear people saying that we start this diet on Monday or the term cheat day, things like this, like it just sounds to me like, and then, these things are typically doomed to fail, but people, it's not so much about what you eat, it's your relationship with food that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you can change your relationship with food, that's going to be a lot more effective than having the same one and then it becoming a vice or something you have to denounce and be stressed about. But yeah,
Right.
so it's the same thing with the material world, like you were saying, or your perceptions of like material fulfillment. Uh, let's see, he's a financial advisor, but has a lot of good content. He goes by Naval, and he has a quote. It just says that which you denounce, or that which you denounce will become your prison. And so, he's talking about like any vice. If like you got to more so change your relationship with it than like just totally cut it out. Otherwise, it's gonna come to control you, whether it be through the tension of not having it or the anxiety of having to avoid it. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's a really wise way of looking at what I introduced at the start here is that a change in relationship with the ends that you're looking for or trying not to be looking for because you think it
Yeah.
feels wrong is a more um, more long lasting fix than taking it from the other side, saying what ends am I looking for
Right.
and how can I change myself to seek those instead.
Right. Yeah. There's this quote that I really love from a lady. Her name is Byron Katie, and it says, "For thousands of years, people have been trying to change the world so that they can be happy. This hasn't ever worked because it approaches the problem backwards."
Mm,